Sorry it took me a while to update the latest on Deebo Samuel. Looks like he does not have COVID-19. He had three negative tests come back, and he needed to pass a certain amount of get a certain amount of negative tests before they can deem him safe to enter the Niners facility. He is dealing, though, with some sort of respiratory cold or flu or whatever, so there's still a question of whether he'll play on Sunday. With the current state of things and how things are right now, they want to be really cautious with people, even if they don't have COVID. So I wonder if Deebo Samuel will be a game-time decision. I would love to see him out there as part of the Yak brothers, along with Ayuk and Kittle and Raheem Mostert, all those guys. It'd be nice to have them all on the field. And we won't know till tomorrow. Hopefully we get some news before game time. Hopefully we get some news on Raheem Mostert before game time of he's actually going to play. There's been talk that he could, and, it would be nice to have him out there as well. But we'll have to wait and see. The good news is he doesn't have COVID, Deebo Samuel, so we could all breathe a sigh of relief for the guy. Himself, he probably breathed the same sigh of relief knowing that he doesn't have it. Anytime anybody has a flu or cold or anything nowadays, you have to suspect the worst only because the symptoms are so similar. So good for him on his part. One other thing I wanted to point you guys in the direction of is a video that I just seen right before I made this video. And it was Grant Cohn talking about if the Niners should replace their strength and conditioning staff. And he made a couple of valid points. And I know I've touched on injuries quite often. That's one of my biggest things I talk about. But he was talking about how their training staff was a former NBA Major League Hockey, or National Hockey League, training staff, and that how that might not compute to football or translate into football. And he was also talking about how maybe some of the exercises that they did at home during the off season didn't quite work on flexibility, and maybe it was too much on strength. All he said is that he knows that they've had an issue for years, and that a lot of teams have dealt with this coronavirus pandemic and all the other stuff and are not in the same injury boat as the 49ers. The Niners are the worst. And they've been there for a couple of years now. Many. All of the Shanahan era and even predating it too. So something has to be done. It can't be this much unfortunate happenings over this long a period of time and there not be something. It keeps happening to the same team. They need to take a look into all avenues and rehab everything. So thought I'd let you guys, I dropped a link on my Twitter if you want to look at the video, and it's pretty interesting to listen to. All right, guys. Talk to everyone later. See ya.